Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to paint this World Eater's Jackhal with an icon of Khorne. And the first thing that I would like to do is to make the base a little bit more interesting, so I'm going to glue some battlefield rocks from the army painter. And after that I'm going to prime the miniature with Chaos Black from Citadel. Miniature primed, and now I'm going to apply this technical paint to the base, Sterland Matte. Jackhal prime, technical paint dry, and now I can start applying the first base colors for this miniature. I would like to start with Abaddon Black, and I will use it in the areas that will later be black, like for example the trousers or the weapon. And yes, they are already painted in black because the primer was Chaos Black from Citadel. But of course I cannot spray the miniature anymore, and these are different tones of black, so in case that later I will want to go back to a black color because any kind of issue or whatever happens, I would like to have like a base color applied to it to don't have different tones. Then I would like to apply Rakarth Flesh to the skin of this miniature, and yes, I prime with black. That means that minimum I will have to apply 2 thin layers of this color. And finally, I would like to have some consistency with the rest of my World Eaters, and that's why I want some Khorne Red, and that's why I'm going to paint this part of the cloth here with Khorne Red. And I would also like to use it for these tubes here and for this thing that he's carrying in the back. To continue with the base colors, now I would like to use Wraithbone to paint the skulls that we can see here in the icon of Khorne, and after that I'm going to use Morphan Brown to paint all the straps that we can see around the miniature. This is starting to look good, and now to finish with the base colors I would like to paint the metals in this miniature, and for that I would like first of all to use Lead Belcher for all the chains that we can see around, and also all the details in the straps, the armor, and also the chainsword. Then I'm going to use Runelord Brass to paint the icon of Khorne. I'm going to paint as well some details here in the back, and this symbol here in the chainsword, so yes, a few things around. Now that we applied all the base colors, we can continue with the shades, and in my case I'm going to use 3 of them. I would like to use Null Oil for all the silver metallic color that we have around. Then I'm going to use Agrax Earth Shade for the bronze color, the bones, and also for the brown. And finally, I would like to use a Rakeland Flesh Shade for basically, yes, the skin of the miniature. After the shades is looking nicer. I always think that after applying shades, miniatures look much better because of course we applied shades to them. And in this case, he even looks like he's alive because his skin color is much nicer. And now we can start applying the highlights to the miniature, and that's why I would like to start with the flesh. And I'm going to use this color, Flayed One Flesh, because I would like to have like a very pale color scheme in the flesh. So let's see if it will look nice. I'm not used to painting human skin or muscles because I mostly paint power armor, but yes, I'm okay with the result right now. I'm not unhappy. I think that of course it can be improved, but for now I'm okay with it, and I'm going to proceed with the rest of the highlights. So now I'm going to use crack brown for the brown basically, and then I'm going to use Evil Sunz Scarlet to highlight the red color. Let's continue applying highlights, and now I would like to use Wraithbone again to highlight a little bit more the skulls and the bones that he has there in the mask. And then for the black color, I would like to use first Eshin Grey, and after that I would like to use a little bit of Dawnstone. Now we can proceed to highlight the metallic colors, and for that I'm going to use Stormhost Silver to highlight the silver metal, of course, and then I'm going to use Sycorax Bronze to basically highlight the bronze colors. We are almost there, so now I'm just going to dry brush a little bit of Morphan Brown in the base of this miniature, then I will glue some grass to it, and I will do my best trying to paint the eyes. It's something that I have never done before successfully, so I will do my best and see how it looks. This is a World Eaters miniature, and that's why to finish we need a little bit of blood for the blood god. And this is it, this is the final result. This is my World Eaters Jackhal with icon of Khorne. I would like to mention that this was a super good learning experience for me, because I'm not used at all to paint humans or persons like this, that they have like their muscles, their heads and their faces, so I'm not used at all to paint this kind of stuff. So actually this was like a very nice welcoming challenge for me, because this miniature forced me to do things that I'm not used to do, and I have to say that for being my first time, I'm very happy with the results. I thought that he was going to look much worse. Of course I need much more practice and experience with the eyes and such, but when I look at this miniature like this, maybe like not too close, it looks very good. I'm happy. It looks very good on the battlefield, and that's what I wanted to achieve here. So yes, I'm very happy with what I did here. Now I have 9 more Jackhals to paint, and I hope that the other ones will look nicer. I mean, this is actually my favorite one, and yes, I wouldn't recommend to paint your favorite one, the first one. It's always nicer to get some practice. But I wanted to share the experience with all of you, and I knew that if I painted this one on camera, I was going to do my best, and I really wanted to paint this miniature, so I'm happy that I was able to share it with all of you. And as you can see here, I wanted to have some kind of consistency, so they are having like a similar color scheme with the similar colors. So yes, they look like they are part of the same army. Even if they look completely different, they share the colors that they use. And as usual, I would like to remind you that I have my own Patreon, so in case that you like what I do and you would like to support my work, I invite you to check the link in the description. And of course, feel free to comment what you think about this miniature, or in case that you have any tip for me or any suggestion about how to paint better this kind of miniatures. Of course, I'm always welcoming the feedback, so let me know. And with all of this being said, this is the end of the video. So this was me painting one of the Jackhals from the World Eaters Combat Patrol. And as always, if you're still here, please consider giving me a like and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.